of America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica.
By 2026, but the federal budget deficit would be decreased by $473 billion. In Venezuela, the economy is on the verge of collapse, and as protests against the government grow, the threat of a larger humanitarian crisis is spilling over to its neighbours. So far this year, 52,000 Venezuelans have sought refuge abroad, with the US...
Over 1 billion people, and the Hindu majority understand and interpret their existence in terms of their relationship with the divine. Their faith, a complex synthesis of many ancient beliefs, is inseparable from their everyday lives. The sacred and the profane are inextricably entwined. Even some of its most ardent followers will tell you that Hinduism is not a religion, but a cultural phenomenon. The word Hindu is also derived from the mighty Indus River, and for those who have not grown up in its homeland, this most Indian of faiths can be difficult to understand. The myriad Hindu deities inhabit another dimension, but its followers believe that the world in which we live is illusory, and the goal is to break through this illusion and discover reality beyond. The locus for this quest is the temple. Every community in India, great or small, will have its own temple, the centre of its social and spiritual life. And these places have fostered the greatest flowering of Hindu artistic expression. I've been studying these buildings for over 20 years. They're remarkable works of art in their own right, but they're also a cradle of creativity for sculpture, poetry, music and dance, the very heart of a vibrant culture that's beating as strongly as ever. My fascination began as a student when I set out across this landscape on a scooter and discovered a way of life that stretches back over millennia.
This is BBC World News America. I'm Regina Gleidin-Alden. President Trump tells Republican senators to keep trying to repeal and replace Obamacare, but it's his undisclosed meeting with Vladimir Putin which is stirring more controversy. Fleeing Venezuela for a better life. With the economy near collapse and unrest on the rise, many are crossing into Brazil, which is now struggling to cope.
Families are sleeping on the floor of the gymnasium, more than 300, but with more and more arrivals every week, some families are now having to sleep outside.
And we made it through 6 months into the Trump presidency, but the tweets are well into the triple digits. I'll take a spin through the growing article. Welcome to World News America. Healthcare and Russia, they're the two issues which have dominated Donald Trump's first 6 months in office, and today both were front and centre. First, it was revealed that after the face-to-face meeting between President Trump and Vladimir Putin at the G20, there was a second undisclosed discussion later that day. It happened just hours after their first encounter at a dinner with other world leaders, and with only a Russian interpreter there. Then, on the domestic front this afternoon, President Trump invited all 52 Republican senators to the White House, where he told them he wants to see Obamacare repealed and replaced, and that they shouldn't leave town until it's done. The BBC's chief correspondent Gavin Hewitt reports from Washington.
Nearly 50 Republican senators travel on a police bus for a short trip to the White House. They have been summoned by President Trump to try and break the deadlock over health care and salvage his reputation as a deal-maker. Donald Trump began by tearing into President Obama's health care legacy.
Obamacare was a big lie. You can keep your doctor, lie. You can keep your plan, lie. It was a lie directly from the president.
Donald Trump wants the senators to repeal and replace Obamacare, but they're squabbling. You sense today just how important this is to the president's credibility.
We shouldn't leave town until this is complete, until this bill is on my desk.
So next week there is likely to be a vote to repeal Obamacare, but with the outcome once again full of uncertainty. After 6 months, the Trump administration says that they have cut regulation and are bringing back jobs. But on the big promises like healthcare, tax reform and infrastructure spending, they haven't delivered so far. And all the time, this White House feels under siege over the issue of Russia.
Nice to be with you.
The latest Russian controversy refers back to the G20 meeting 10 days ago. President Trump and President Putin met for 2 hours. But now it's been revealed there was a second undisclosed meeting. It occurred at the dinner. The White House say it was a brief conversation. Others say it lasted much longer, according to the man who broke the story.
What really was notable was the duration. I mean, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not a big deal. 1 hour over the course of this dinner, very big deal.
The fact that no White House aides were present, it was just the Russian leader and his translator, has raised questions again about President Trump's judgment.
He's not credible on this issue. The number of times this administration and this president has directly bent the truth, exaggerated, and flat out lied about the meetings that have and haven't happened and what was in them and the rest. It just begs the imagination.
The president scarcely conceals his frustration at what he regards as fake news. His core supporters applaud moments like this, promoting goods made in America. But after 6 months, this unconventional presidency seems mired in permanent crisis. 𝕋𝕙𝕒𝕟𝕜, BBC News, Washington.
And a brief time ago, I spoke with veteran diplomat and former US ambassador to Russia, Thomas Pickering, and I began by asking him if he agrees with the White House official who described the meeting with Vladimir Putin perfectly normal.
I would think that it is more normal than the press in the United States at the moment is allowing Mr. Trump to convince us, but perhaps a little unusual in the sense that he used only the translation services of the Russian side. But moving around is a very big New York habit, even if it isn't much in diplomacy. And opportunities that heads of state have often to do what we would call pull-asides or stop-bys is something that's not so unusual that it doesn't happen at all. And I would suspect that in some ways this is a little bit overblown on that side, and perhaps a little bit underblown on the side that the president didn't seem to have any help there, and one wonders, in fact, whether the Russian interpreter will be the reliable reporter of all of this.
And that's the point that some are picking up on, Ambassador. There were no other US officials present at that meeting. Is it normal practice for other US officials to be at these meetings, whether it's the Secretary of State or someone else?
It is, but it is not absolutely required, and I can think of a number of occasions when, in meetings at the White House, the president would have a group meeting and then a one-on-one, or a one-on-one first with the head of state in a group meeting. Often with an interpreter present, but no one else, and the interpreter provides the U.S. notes, which is why the absence of an interpreter at this meeting does raise some questions about.
Give 'em prayer hands, say what's up, America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica.